Warm, humid, and quiet weather right now, but things are about to change. Things are about to turn active once again, and we find the culprit behind this more active pattern in the southwestern U.S. You can see that swirl right there in Arizona. That upper level energy is going to make its way out tomorrow through the middle of the country. Notice all the severe thunderstorm watches out ahead of it. We have a cold front also stretching from Minnesota back into Colorado, and that cold front's going to be pushing into a warm and muggy air mass that's in place locally. That's going to set the stage for heavy rainfall, and it's also going to set the stage for maybe a few severe storms. Now, I think the risk of severe weather is going to be weighted toward the west, especially southeast Kansas along I-49 and into northern Missouri late tomorrow afternoon into the early evening hours. I think that's probably when there's going to be the highest risk for severe weather in our region. But that risk for severe weather will slowly shift southeast as we work through the evening hours Tuesday night. So again, the severe weather risk mainly after 3 p.m. in our area. This looks like mainly a wind and spotty hail risk, but there is also going to be a limited tornado risk, especially again with those earlier storms in southeast Kansas up toward the KC area and into northern Missouri. Here's our hour-by-hour forecast. We could see some wet weather as early as tomorrow near sunrise with a wave of showers spreading across I-49 and then fading as they move east toward the Raleigh area early in the day. Much of Tuesday looks partly cloudy. It'll be warm, it'll be breezy, it'll be humid, and then late in the day we should have clusters of thunderstorms off to the west and northwest. This will all congeal into more of a band of rain and thunder that will slowly spread southeast through the area overnight Tuesday night. And it's that slow movement of that band of rain and thunder that's going to lead to a risk of flooding from northeast Oklahoma through southeast Kansas and into western Missouri. Now, as we move past midnight tomorrow night, I think the severe weather risk fades. That band of showers and thunderstorms spreading into south central Missouri and north central Arkansas. And it looks like that may be a zone where we see a flare-up of showers and isolated thunderstorms again heading into Wednesday afternoon and into the early evening hours Wednesday night. Rainfall looks heaviest north of I-44. Many spots in here will pick up 2 to 4 inches of rain, locally more than that. Here in Springfield, I think we're probably going to see 1 to 2 inches of rain, but the rainfall amounts will quickly fall off south of the interstate. Temperatures tonight dropping down to about 68, so a warm night ahead. Temperatures tomorrow, like today, will be warm, making it into the 80s. And then tomorrow night, as that wave of storms gradually shifts southeast of the area, that should knock temperatures down a bit. 64 in Springfield with highs on Wednesday, feeling the impacts of cloud cover and lingering shower chances, with most locations looking at highs in the low to mid 70s Wednesday afternoon. Now, beyond Wednesday, we're still going to have this ribbon of stronger winds in the atmosphere over the region. We're also going to have that frontal boundary still draped in the area, and that is going to lead to a risk of additional thunderstorm activity. Now, I think the risk of severe storms is going to be weighted toward Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas on Thursday. Can't rule out an isolated severe storm or two, though, Thursday afternoon locally in our area. But I think Friday we are going to find a bigger wave of rain and thunder, heavy rainfall, and also maybe more of a risk of severe storms. And that may be weighted toward the morning hours on Friday. Once we get past Friday, hopefully we can shake free of this stormy pattern, at least gradually. Still a chance for showers on Saturday, but most areas should be dry Sunday into Monday of next week.
After today, it's another week of rain.
Yeah, we're in that transition phase as we move out of the spring severe weather season and into what should be a calmer period of weather in the summer.
Let's hope that's on the other side. All right.